Have you ever looked for a strategy, tactic, or tool to overcome fear? Have you really ever found something that worked? Resistance causes you to look for strategies, tactics, and tools to break free. Strategies and tactics and tools is the easy way out. What do I mean by easy? Because you're looking for a quick fix. If I just do this strategy, or I'm just going to do this tactic. No, here's a tool that I can buy and download and use to overcome fear. That's the easy way out. Mostly, they don't work. It's like putting your finger in the dam to stop the leak.
Uh-huh.
Let me give you an example. Have you ever heard this? Fake it till you make it. Fake it? I don't want to fake nothing. I want to be the real me. Eventually, if you fake it till you make it, you're going to have to pull your finger out of that dike and the leak's going to start all over again. How about this one? Oh, you can just manifest change. Thoughts become things, so just change your thoughts and you will magically become a different person. If you were fearful before, you're not going to be fearful now because you manifested it gone. Seriously, have any of you ever done that? Did it really work? You could put up all the vision boards all day long and look at them and, oh yeah, I'm going to do that. I'm going to get that. I think one of the greatest tragedies of all time is the movie The Secret. And I'm going to tell you why in just a minute. I agree, though, that thoughts do become things. But if you got something deep inside, your thoughts will always be negative. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about why you can't get out of that negative cycle? Why you always think doomsday? There's something deep inside that's going on. How about this strategy? From a well-known author. It's a chapter in his book. It's called, It's Not Hocus Pocus, It's All About Focus. People can get really laser focused and still not get out of stuff. I was that way my whole life, and I never was able to get rid of this resistance of my greatest fear. What does that mean? The solution to fear is to stop the leak. Fix the cause of your fear. A strategy, tactics, or tool tries to mask the fear as if it's not there anymore. That's why you put your finger in the dike. The crack is still there. As soon as you pull that out, the dam goes busted. Most fears aim, according to Brendan Bouchard, is the immediate release from a threat, a strain, or a pain. The biggest fear that people have that they want to overcome is the fear of rejection. The feeling, man, I'm just not enough. I don't want them to reject me for not being enough. So, you know what? I'm just going to pretend my way through it. I'm going to fake it till I make it. I'm not going to let them people see the real me. Any of you ever done that before? We live in a mediocre culture. When you move to excellence, you're going to lose friends. Why? Because everyone is stuck here. They want to be accepted. It's man's greatest gift. And when you feel like you're not in this culture of mediocre, you're going to lose friends. For me growing up, and I didn't even realize this until I had to go through some counseling to get rid of that deep crap that was inside.
Oh my gosh!
My dad, he badmouthed success. He wanted to feel accepted. being in the mediocre crowd. So anybody that excelled, he badmouthed. Oh, that person's lucky, silver spoon in his mouth, big boss man. I grew up with that. I grew up thinking, no, I gotta be mediocre to be accepted. And I pretended for years. That's why I never gravitated towards success, because I feared success would get me out of the crowd and people would badmouth me, just like I was conditioned in childhood to believe from my father. It wasn't until I got to counseling that I unknowingly realized I adopted that story from my dad. In the context for most people looking to overcome fear, it's only so that the ego can feel safe and unchallenged. And that ego, its greatest need is to feel relevant in your life. It creates havoc in your life and it promises to fix it for you. But does the ego ever fix it? And that's why ego is afraid of rejection, because it doesn't feel safe or unchallenged. The cause of that is a limited self-worth and self-love. Let that sink in for a minute.
Wow!
That dam, that dike with the leak, that's the cause. That's the cause of 99% of most fear. A lack of self-love. Oh, I gotta fit in, I can't be myself. Here's how you plug that hole.
Listen carefully, because I'm only gonna play this once.
This is not a strategy, a tactic, or a tool. It's just the gospel truth. And once you know it, you can quit looking for all of those other things to help you overcome your fail. You are the greatest creation. I've got my puppy here. Go on, go on, go on. You are the greatest creation ever put on this earth. Let that just sink in what I said. You might not feel it. Oh no, I'm not the greatest creation. Some people are better than me. No. That's not what I'm talking about. God created for you your spirit. He created you. Just like when you thought of something, I'm going to go create, I'm going to go buy a new car, I'm going to build a home, I'm going to do something at work, I see it, I'm going to go. The principle of creation, the same principle was used when God created you. He had a purpose in mind, and as a result of that, because you were so magnificent, He gave all of us the most magnificent body on the face of the planet. In fact, it's so intricate, scientists and doctors still haven't figured it out yet. It keeps you alive without you even having to do anything. It's like your own doctor. If you get a cut or a tear, you don't have to do nothing. It just heals itself. The body loves you so much. God also gave us this earth. This earth is phenomenal. It's kept all of us alive for millions of years. And the earth is what we need to co-create. Think about this for just a minute. This is key concept. The earth is the earth of your body. Your body is the earth of your spirit. He created you for a purpose. Your reward for accepting God's creation is to co-create. You can co-create anything in your life. God not only gave you a marvelous certain talents and gifts, He also gave you weaknesses for a reason. I don't know what the reason is for you. I know what they are for me. Remember this one thing. It's said in the Declaration of Independence. We hold these truths to be self-evident. Quote, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. If we are created equal, which we are, why stick in the mediocre crowd when you could be excellent? You want to be equal in mediocrity? or do you want to be equal in excellence? Every man, including all of these people, they get sucked into this culture of mediocrity and they have to run in the crowd. All of them have the exact same rights as anybody else that have achieved success. That is inbred in all of us. With this creation, we were also given this other principle, and it's the principle of adaptation versus talent. Man can adapt to anything. When stress is placed upon it, the body adapts. Man has lived through tons of thousands of viruses. The body just adapts, creates antibodies. Look how fast society during coronavirus adapted to this stupid stay-at-home order. You can adapt to anything. And a lot of people see these talented athletes, talented entertainers, talented artists, musicians, and almost always they say, oh, that person has just been blessed with talent.
Wrong answer.
That person adapted. That person spent more time in practice than anybody else, adapting to excellence. Trying to fit in is a symptom of this lack of understanding of your creation and purpose with these principles of creation, co-creation, and adaptation. You don't need a strategy, tactics, or tool. You just need to work and practice toward your dream, create skills, become excellent. That is what you were created for. Click the link below and get access to a free workbook and video where you're going to learn that you are the greatest creation. With that, you don't need any strategy, tactics, or tools. Doesn't mean you shouldn't look for them, but once you know of your greatness, you can achieve anything that you desire with life through the principle of adaptation.